learn how to weld anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured internship?
I'm a self-taught, self-starter. What's your excuse?
Arcadia Grow League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. They call it my, how imaginative. And don't get me started on arbitrary rule changes. Proposing is prohibited in Tuesday and Thursdays. Why even have the Tuesdays then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated. That will put posteriors as the seats. A blood sport without blood, save for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood-force dramas in last week's contest between these heel loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I picked our least
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Even have our team's first two backs benched, they'd forfeit by little time. It would be an embarrassment of body eagles.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Fine, go on in. We're used to questionable characters like you being somewhat difficult. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Earth Directorate agents may accept freelance opportunities so long as they align with the priority mission.
Every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
When you're shopping for the best product at the lowest prices, Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the 110% of your daily chemical salaries.
Because Auntie knows best. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decision as consumer.
Trimicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Personal belongings on the tram at all times.
In public product testing, respecting your right to risk. Side effects as an early the ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Determinist or meritocracy into Auntie's Choice esteemed invaluable disposable agent program. As an IDA, you live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's
Smell that? It's consumerism. And Sprat Crisps.
every day. So, as our IDA, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bills can buy. Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems that bring the best things in life to life.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
In the head office tower, full details on this exciting opportunity.
Experience the most sought-after inebriant on the undisputed claim. Exclusively here at the Pararam.
110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of chemicals.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front step.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified.
Which do you like invading more? The Protect... I never know what either of them are saying half the time. Remember to haggle. I hear anti-bigwigs love haggling.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As an IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes. Because you are making a choice to grab destiny and claim it as your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, I'm finished. You'll find VP Hewitt right over there. When you're done, please exit to your left, where 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting for you.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
Well, that is an unexpected disappointment. Though I do have faith that the more time you spend in Arcadia, the more tempting our offer will be.
There's more than one contractor in this labor market. Be seeing you.
Well, hello again. Have you changed your mind about joining my team? Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Ptor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Because, my ameliorator, we've never heard of such a thing. They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. Negotiating? As in giving in to them? So they do the same amount of work they've been contracted to do, but get more bits because they threw a fit? That is certainly a strong suggestion. The old corporations had a long history of solving conflicts with lead-filled saps.
But how long to get the wounded back to work? And where would we restock any fatalities from? No, we need a more peaceful solution. Indeed, I am. You noticed we are hiring? It's because manpower is at a premium in Arcadia, and we are desperate for headcount. I suppose we could try negotiating. See if maybe some mild concessions will return them to work.
Negotiate? As in, give in to some of their demands? Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Wonderful! You'll go to Ptor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and
With a report
exclusively at the bottom runner.
starting with product development, the boar's loaf and butter of our thanks to our marketing.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Ptor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Ptor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Quite the feat of engineering to keep a
Go there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Ptor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure. The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for. Honestly, I can't rebut that position. Good luck in the rest of your travels across this hellscape.
Information gathering continues. That was no natural phenomenon.
Find the hostile.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
What's it? Reloading weapon at the predicted moment.
I'm alive.
Investigating disturbance.
Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Moving up to
to improve accuracy.
Thank you. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Closing on a perceived threat.
Commander, if I know one thing for certain, murdering members of the Order isn't my role within the grand plan. Did you just half apologize for killing my colleagues? Look, let me make myself clear here. If we attack the Order again, I go. Order traitors, fine. The rest, I leave. For good.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
You there, you came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For someone important.
I've heard of this. A strike. Workers strike their employer to death. Sounds cathartic.
With no rest, no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a treat at a time. If you won't let us sleep for 8, You can't charge us for stimulates!
That's right,
No more
folks.
bottles
Keep the
on
chanting
factory
going.
floors!
See the
Time
overseer of
for
the
unlock
office.
bathroom
Keep
doors!
making her miserable.
Consume in
no
peace,
rest
and we
no
won't have a
downtime,
problem.
we shouldn't pay for a Trina time! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Feels less like an overt labor negotiation and more like a covert assassination operation. Of course, I'm fine with either, dear.
Can't believe what I'm losing on Adrena time and Antifizzo's Numrum. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, I guess I can respect your efficiency. Very well. The workers have appointed a leader named... Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer. Dumley? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Yeah.
Don't look kindly.
Consider self-preservation. The path is a unit away. Recharge before it discharges. Restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
I am, quite frankly, shocked that you would show your face in here again. You were told repeatedly, by all parties involved, that threats were fine, but violence was not. We needed those workers, all of them. Where in the literal depths of this Arcadian hellhole am I supposed to find replacements? I have spoken with Pendergrass, and you are to report there immediately. Now leave me to do my best to clean up the mess you have made.
Woman-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against her little person. And they try to... You can do it!
Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor. Well, team, Auntie Cleo's darlings refuse to do one thing. Live! purchase and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rig has toss volumes from home, but our Arcadia Grove League is a worthy substitute.
It ain't yours.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon Punch. Exclusively at the bottom runner. We put the doc.
Well, your agent returns, Ursula. And here I thought you'd done a better job choosing than that.
Oh, sure. Now that they've screwed the sprat, they're my agent.
Well, you were the one tasked with explaining that it was imperative the workers returned. They did not return. Therefore, it is you and your agent that failed.
Shrewd as always, Charles. Well, out with it. Why in law's name would you defy my explicit instructions? You're not going to... Why, you up-jumped, half-functioning, gun-toting Automech! I'm going to ensure you...
Wait, Ursula. We hired them because we wanted someone with an outside perspective. We wanted their instincts, and it would seem we got them.
Very well. But we won't be tolerating this kind of renegade problem-solving again. If you want the perks of working with Auntie's Choice, you best learn to accept our expectations.
Now, despite your heavy hand and loose trigger finger, we still believe you are the perfect person to continue effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art. Damn right. Of course. We're Auntie's Choice. We know what motivates people better than they do. Real marketing is gut-driven. It's not something you think about. It's something you feel. Or that is, convince someone to feel. Just leave the big picture ideating to us savvy executives, Ameliorator. Our top-tier expertise is only acquired through experience and time, which at the moment is of the essence.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary Insight Acquisition Division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Ptor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Oh, must be very important to take such precedence over an indirect request from Auntie Cleo herself. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
In the end, like an amateur. My
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most exclusive.
And you!
Stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 7% corp. You want freedom of choice. Always remember. Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolous.
That ain't yours! To put you down? Stop!
As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an...
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. To put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. But there's no changing it now. And keeping at each other's throats over it won't help anyone, so I'm letting it go. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass on account of my decision. I try not to think about regret or remorse. I shut down her work. I was wrong. Stating that out loud is the furthest extent of my self-castigation. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the order back on its intended path. Of course, Commander.
That's the central tower of the Archive. Too marvelous a piece of engineering to be in the hands of heretics, you ask me. The most hospitable climate. Keep an eye on your fingers and toes.
I find your proposed time frame leisurely. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as not, have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Whenever I had to eliminate someone as head intercessor, I always enjoyed the challenge of making it look like an accident.
Ooh, hey, fun! What sort of accidents?
Oh, the typical casual causalities of casualties. Choking on a fab witch, drowning in a bathtub, falling down stairs, faulty life support systems, tripping into an incinerator.
Oh, those I've killed all die from accidents, too. Drowning in their own blood, falling on my dagger, their heads fall off. They
Please, submit the questioning and make both our
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Take.
Re-engaging!
Energy capacitor out.
Try and keep your gun coming in.
Exposure levels untenable.
Re-engaging!
Agent, I have a message
Terminate
for you.
your terminal
This place
tampering.
smells like science.
Halt, pocket pilferer! Stop, cut purse!
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
Don't make me pursue you!
Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this
Fleeing a
booth.
crime is
Leave.
also a noble say! There's grenade outbound!
Capacitor deployed. Free energy and open reaching.
Your car.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Replenishing mechanism.
Re-engaging!
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Re-engaging.
Resorting to violence.
Provisions momentarily depleted.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Enemy in vicinity.
While I care little for the current Order administration, I care even less for seeing my fellow scienticians slaughtered. It is taking every fiber of my willpower to keep this from turning to violence. I'd say farewell, but do less damage seems more appropriate. You see me again, it'll be the last sight you ever see.
Weapon primed!
Conceivable.
Recharged for mayhem!
Yeah.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Wrist weapon prime.
Anticipating trouble.
You're diminishing. Continuing violence. Continuing violence.
I'm in my prime. Indivisible.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
To a more fortified position. Predicting blood.
Who needs to die?
Premeditating violence.
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
And send them.
Wrist weapon prime.
Anomalous outliers.
Not a... I will restore my life or avenge my death.
needs to die.
Continuing investigation.
Look sharp. It's a fight. What a massacre. And we missed it.
Protect Arcadia!
Returns the mayhem!
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Back in my stuff.
friendly company. They're wrong.
Seeking cover. Cut above the average. Grenade. Don't let that thing explode. Through his beneficent guidance. Changing magazines efficiently and in short order. Swiftly moving to cover.
This wasn't crime!
Looks like we'll need that rift modulator from Ptor that DeVries mentioned to proceed.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Enemy spotted. Aggressor at hand. Recharge for mayhem!
An enemy. Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Look sharp. It's a fight.
I'll find my next victim. I mean a hostile forgot.
To the glorious dawn.
That's a Glorious Dawn comms device. The cells use them to communicate with one another.
Please observe that the archive entry is heavily defended. Consider an alternate means of access to avoid direct protectorate engagement. This unit questions the integrity of your optics. Please direct your attention to the automechanical flanked by fortified infantry and long-range turret support. Now that you have been duly and repeatedly warned, consider an alternate means of access to avoid certain death from direct protectorate engagement.
Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup too. Many hands make for light, slaughter.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Professor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Unfriendly in combat range.
What the?
Provides the system abides. Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
Help you
It's
with
the
something?
law.
I'm Sergeant Free State in our midst. Restoring them.
We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
don't like the sound of that at all. Investigating hostile act.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Perfection!
Engaging Aesthetics Appreciation Protocol. Ooh. Ah. Ah. What a visually pleasing facility and/or outdoor space.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Oh, what was in those rations? Oh, not again! Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh.
Just a moment. Forgive me, I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Pardon us if we don't shake hands later.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Like many others, the latest batch of Crabble rations disagreed with my constitution. I was compelled to find the closest loo, quickly. Sadly, 'twere outside yon secured door. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am EUNIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. I am not a person, thus I cannot become offended. I can only recognize when offense was intended. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here. I've got a wrench might do some good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Vicious employment of sarcasm. A determinably lesser form of humor detected. Ignoring. Presuming converse meaning and intent. Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of RIFT data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and AUNTIE'S choice operators. Those skills will come in handy here. Trust me. The archive remains contested. Frequent outbreaks of hostilities are likely. Some repair work is unfortunately required. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
your command.
Always thieving. That ain't yours. You stay out of there. Think you're being subtle? Hey! Stop right there, scum. Caught in the act. Like an amateur. Hey! Stop right there, scum. That ain't yours. Run leeches. Always thieving. You there. You've been charged with unlawful purloinment. Pay the requisite fine or face the consequences. I'm listening.
Potential combatants in the vicinity.
Emergency protocols ready. Neutralizing unfriendlies. gravitational state.
Commander.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Auntie's Choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Let me know when you need it.
The status of these protectorate engineers is deceased. Projected recovery unlikely. This auxiliary pump is in disrepair. Maintenance tools required. Engaging combat protocols.
Reading that manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the archives.
Maintaining you.
The warm waters. It's such a pity that the archive and the COS cannot coexist in the same ecosystem. But the Krampus need me. That babbling terminal can look after itself.
Syringes primed. This mechanism requires a fuse to be activated. A search of the surrounding area is recommended. Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Die from a crushing-related accident every year. Exercise caution.
Fancies himself a man of the wilderness.
Around heavy machinery. Do not become a statistic.
Just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them.
authorization still required.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Available at your request. Dispensing. Engaging hostile icon. Ready to assist with
protocols ready. Entering a confrontational state. Emergency protocol syringes primed. Promoting teammate health. Fortified. Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
Talked about this, Val. Like airing folks' private health information in front of others.
Oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method. Suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Processing anomalous data. Electrical eliminated. Failing.
Standing by.
Electrical dampeners. Failing.
Locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Contact established.
Calculating vengeance.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
Reminds me when I found you, Commander. Practically frozen stiff. Less dead, though. Admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the console for a power snatcher, but I'd never put bits down on him betraying the Sovereign. They seem so tight-knit. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame. Me? Rejoicing over a tyrant squabble? Never. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? Your what? What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Wonderful. This might be the breakthrough we've been waiting for. We've been working for weeks to try and return these poor souls back into this world. Oh. During the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system, or I'll end up like those poor sods.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits, and with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a...
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
What? Is it stuck? No. If it ain't broken,
I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficiency, without error, perpetually.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
if you cleared out is the... What?
Commencing combat-related activities.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Give the word and I'll take care of them, Commander.
Go through them if necessary.
Got some bad luck.
stretch.
Sensibly.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Somebody.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Well, let's hop to it, shall we?
The first few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself acclimating to the situation and resumed what had been my normal banter with the now gelid auto-contriver Haas. Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition is no frostier today than it was before the incident. And, refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without interruption. Frankly, her Hyperborean slumber makes her a better companion now than she ever was thawed. And I relish the thought of continuing our
Sequencing attack strategies.
Hastening to cover.
storage brick is on its way.
This unit's capacity for engaging discourse has reached its constraints. Consider relying on your portable wireless to fill periods of awkward silence. Commencing combat-related activities.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Don't seem like these corpses felt blade or gunfire. Cold got them first.
Welcome back, Sentient.
Reject individualism in all its many forms.
Set progress. Sustain the system.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Consider choosing between the reactor or punch processing as our next destination.
there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The roofs were locked down. You need special permissions
Enemy
to
near.
override them.
Statistical chance of violence
Thank
increased.
Locked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
In combat range.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Seems we've the choice of adjusting the turret settings or sealing reinforcement layers. Either's fine by me.
Utilizing nearby supply caches will improve chances of mission success. This unit is pleased to remind you of the fire suppression system, which is a promising option.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Reactor turret defenses offline.
Exceedingly hostile automechanical detected. Selecting inspirational pre-battle message. Error. None found.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the RIP processing instructions.
That one ours?
Engaging combat protocol.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the RIF processing instructions.
Hitching a ride's likely the easiest way down. At least I can't think of a faster. One we'd survive it.
my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The rifts are almost akin to an Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Processing the Rift data will be impossible until 2 out of 3 competing priority sets are expunged.
I don't fancy leaving the profitless in charge. And it can't be the sovereigns neither, that's for damn sure. Guess that leaves the original priority set.
If in doubt, this unit recommends choosing at random.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
This unit advises proceeding through the nearby doors to reach our next destination of interest.
Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating, cantankerously foster dependence. Denounce interdependence. Promote the informer. Condemn the Be advised. Your present course of action is much better. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of supply. You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire.
All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make you drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categories. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Processing the Rift data is a more optimal course of action than loitering here and not processing the Rift data.
Shall I proceed? Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spyreton. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Bullet courses of action include further examination of this inhospitable environment, or returning to the ship to pursue leads based on the acquired data. Please be advised, we lack the means to utilize wind propulsion.
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.